Have you been thinking about starting a podcast? Well, let me tell you about Anchor. Anchor is totally free and it is very easy. In addition to it being easy, they provide the tools so you don't have to look anywhere else. They also distribute your podcast to several other platforms so you don't have to do any of that work. Additionally, you can make some money while doing your podcast through Anchor. Go ahead and download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm and start your podcast today. You will enjoy. Hello, everybody. Merry Christmas. Welcome to another episode of Keeping Your Marriage Hot and Holy. I am your love coach, Chara Taylor. And yes, this is the week of Christmas, the week that we get to celebrate, for those of us that celebrate, the fact that our Savior, Jesus Christ, was born. I love Christmas so very much. And for me, the whole thing is just about acknowledging the fact that our Savior was born, because if he had not been born, then he could not have died. If he had not died, he could not have risen. If he had not risen, we would be eternally in trouble. And so I'm so excited to celebrate the fact that he was born. I don't know what date our Savior was born. I honestly don't care what date he was born. I'm just excited to celebrate the fact that he was born. And I hope you're celebrating and you're excited about it too. And I'm hoping that you're excited and you're having a phenomenal time as you're leading up to this great occasion and a time to spend with your family. And I hope there's not a lot of stress that's happening and that you've been able to keep your marriage hot and holy in the process. This is going to be my last episode for the year of 2021. So I want to wish you a happy new year as well. I am going to come back in January with some fresh stuff, some exciting things, and even going to start bringing people on to talk with me. And guess what? I'm going to start video podcasting and not just voice podcasting. Yep, there's going to be some changes in 2022. And I'm looking forward to you following me and continuing this journey of keeping your marriage hot and holy right along with me. Thank you so much for all of your support. Okay, so today and in this episode, I want to talk about creating a healthy home environment for your children when it comes to the area of sex. Okay, I believe that most of us have grew up in a time where they didn't talk about sex in the house. And if they did talk about sex, it was, what not to do and different things like that. It was a secret and you really didn't know that your parents were having sex. There were a lot of homes where people didn't even see their families connecting. If there was two people in the house at all, a husband and a wife in the home at all. Some people grew up in a single parent family. And so therefore we have this unhealthy outlook on sex, and some of the things that we didn't learn from a healthy perspective. And I want to encourage you as a married couple to create an environment in your home where your children are learning about sex in a healthy manner. Okay, yep, this is something that people don't really talk about. Okay, but I think we need to bust out and stop being so secretive and stop being so conservative at home. Simply because the world is taking sex and the world has perverted it, and the children are learning the perversion parts of sex and they're not learning it from a healthy aspect. Okay, so I want you to ask yourselves, where do you want your children to learn about sex from? Do you want them to learn it from home? Do you want them to learn it at school? Do you want them to learn it on television? Or do you even want them to learn it on the internet? I'm willing to bet, even though I don't gamble, I'm willing to bet that many of us would like for our children to learn about sex in a way that's healthy. And the best way is for you to talk to them about it. And not just put them in front of a video and talk about the wrongs and the rights. They need to see connection at home. They need to know. And this was so foreign to me at first because, I'm a mother and I have one son. And I don't want my son thinking about me in that manner, so that for me, at first it was like really gross and really disgusting. And I was just really scared. Honestly, I was afraid. I was like, oh no, I don't want my son to think about me in this aspect. I don't want him to think about me in this manner. But once we, unfortunately, we had to discuss this with him because he saw something happening on a TV movie that we were watching. We happened to be, I don't know why we decided to watch Boomerang, and our son was in the living room with us. It was like the family movie that night. Why we chose Boomerang, I don't know. I think I forgot all of what happens in the movie Boomerang. And he wanted to know, what is this, and what were they doing, and why was this, and why. And so it opened up an opportunity and a door for us to actually talk to our son about sex, and to talk to him about when it's right, and to talk to him about these different things. And something that came out of it is he now has an understanding of things that are normal, like feelings that he's feeling that are normal, and feelings that are, things that are not normal. And so he's understanding, what, if I like a girl, then that's normal, right? Yeah, that's normal, son. Okay, well, all right. And so talking about these things, now it's a little weird because, we've had to talk to him since he's an only child in the house. And we don't go out very much. He doesn't go with babysitters. He's really with us pretty much all the time. And so trying to wait for him to go to sleep so we can get it in and we can have fun and we can do all those different things, it was really wearing and tearing on our marriage. And so we had to have this discussion with him that mommy and daddy has to have time alone where you're not present, and you're going to have to find some things to do to entertain yourself. And this, and this is why, and this is what's supposed to happen. And when you get married, you will be doing the same thing when you get married. And so now he has this understanding of when he gets married and when he gets a wife. And so he's, unfortunately, he's now talking about, well, when I get married. But it also is a very fortunate thing because he's learning it from a very healthy perspective, and he's going to have a healthy outlook on sex as he gets older, and he won't be afraid to talk to his wife or to do different things. And our son is going to have a healthy freedom when it comes to sex in marriage. And you want to create that exact same atmosphere and opportunity for your child, and create this relationship with them where they're comfortable coming to talk to you. Because if you shut them down and if you shut that off, they're going to go and learn it from somewhere else. And 9 times out of 10, it's not going to be what you would have expressed, what you would have explained. And the truth is, them learning about it is inevitable. We cannot stop it. It's going to happen. But let your voice be the voice that they hear when they run up against these different things, when opportunities present themselves, when they're out and about and somebody wants to introduce them to something. Let it be your voice that rings out in their mind, in their spirit, that says, well, no, this is when I'm supposed to do this, and this is what this is supposed to be about. And this is what I'm going to look forward to when the time is right. It's important. Sorry about that, guys. It is important that we have those healthy conversations and create that healthy environment for our children right at home. And so look at what happened to us. Most of us grew up in a conservative home where it was secretive, or there was no talk about it, or it was deemed as dirty, it was deemed as demonic. And then we ended up taking those same feelings into our relationship, not enjoying sex. We have the opportunity to break some generational curses. We have the opportunity to set a different pathway for our children. We have the opportunity to be a catalyst for healthy marriages if we take the time to teach them and to talk to them about it at home. So I want to encourage you this holiday season. Don't do it. I'm not saying you got to do it right now, but think about it in the upcoming year. How to have create a healthy environment to talk to your children about sex, and not be afraid to have those discussions at home, and help them to see that you're a safe place and you're a safe person to talk to when it comes to this, and you want to have that relationship with them. Okay, guys, that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about on this episode. And I hope that that's very helpful for you as you are getting ready to enjoy the Christmas holiday. I want you guys to make sure you're keeping it hot and holy. Don't let all of the stress bog you down. I hope you're finding different things to do, to have fun, and to have family time, and to have husband and wife time, because that's what it's all about. Okay? All right, guys, I'm looking forward to talking to you in the new year. But before then, I want to encourage you, go ahead and go to our website and check out the link in the tab that talks about the upcoming marriage retreat that's going to be happening in September of 2022 in St. Louis, Missouri, and hoping that you will join us for this awesome and phenomenal retreat where it's going to be hands-on, and it is going to be amazing. And we look forward to you connecting with us on on outside of the podcast on different social media platforms. We're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, we're on Instagram, and we're on LinkedIn. So please connect with us. And we look forward to hearing from you, talking to you, meeting you, and showing you so many different new things that's coming up in the year of 2022. I pray that you all have a very Merry Christmas and a wonderful, blessed, prosperous New Year. I'll talk to you guys soon. And until then, make sure that whatever you're doing, you're keeping it hot and holy.